fresh off of work and ready to.
Well, thank you for saying fresh. I'm like, oh, I got a mask on. I can go hug up on strangers.
Right.
Oh, I got a mask on. I can go touch everything at Target.
Right. All right, so what's up, everyone? Welcome to Inspire Africa LA. I'm your host, Olivia Ejiofor, and today is a very special episode. We are all going through this crazy pandemic, COVID-19, and so that's why today's episode is entitled 10 Questions About COVID-19 with Dr. Ezinne. Our special guest for today, I want to let you guys know a little bit more about her and let you know how credible she is. Not only is she a first-generation Nigerian American, she's currently a physician for the Los Angeles County, as well as USC Medical Center. She specializes in radiology, and radiologists, they pretty much study imaging to diagnose injuries and diseases, okay? She received her Bachelor's of Science in Human Biology from Brown University, you guys, so beauty and brains, and her medical degree is from UCLA. Dr. Ezinne believes that the reports surrounding COVID-19 have really evoked a lot of stress and confusion on our peers, so she is here today to answer all of our questions and really just give us a bird's eye view of what's been going on. So say what's up to Dr. Ezinne, everyone. Hey. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
Question number 1. What does COVID-19 actually do to the lungs and the respiratory system?
COVID-19 is a sneaky little thing. You can think back to when you were in middle school and high school in the periodic table.
Yeah.
And you think of all the different elements. Right. It's basically a bunch of different elements which make up molecules, which is balled into a ball of stuff. Mm-hmm. And each ball of stuff represents an individual virus. Has a shield on it, which basically mutates and tries to develop a way to get into the human cell. It's gotten to the point where it's so smart that it can actually attach to normal receptors in the cells of our lungs and basically catapult into the cells within our lungs and cause disease. Those lungs are made up of tiny little air sacs. So they expand and take in air and then compress and put out air. So basically the virus is filling in those little sacs. And that's virus, it's inflammation, it's edema, which is like basically things get swollen in there. It's all of that that prohibits air from getting through your mouth into your lungs and getting to your body. So a CAT scan is basically able to show you different parts of the body and different sort of like nuances to the body. So we can do a special CAT scan for a special part of the body. So this is a special lung CAT scan. So I'm actually going to hold it up like this to my chest, right?
Okay.
So I want you to focus on the bottom picture.
Could you come a little closer? Could you?
Oh yeah, I will in a second. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm actually trying to wheel my chair closer. I'm struggling, but I was hoping you guys didn't notice.
No, look, we didn't notice. We didn't notice.
So I'm coming. So you have one lung on this side, one lung on that side. So this is normal, okay? So basically all of the white are your bones and fat and tissues. So you've got all this stuff kind of on the periphery, like on the sort of outside, right? But I want you to focus on the black. So don't focus on the stuff in the middle. That's kind of like, my bones here. Don't focus on any of that. Okay. So this is a picture of my 2 lungs. All this, the black stuff is all air.
Wow.
Okay? All the white stuff is blood vessels that are going to feed the tissues of my lungs.
Okay.
We want our lungs to be black because that means there's air in
there coming through. Okay.
This is a patient who I think this is 7 days after experiencing symptoms. No, 5 days after experiencing symptoms. And this is progressive.
Okay.
So I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to show you. There are a little bit of changes in technique, but just focus on those 2 lungs.
Okay. Oh my God.
So there are these pieces of gunk within the air spaces, okay, that are kind of towards the outskirts of the lung, okay. There's also something in here that we call thickening of the walls. So not only does the sacs fill up with gunk, the walls of the lung get thick, and it makes it even harder to expand. So ventilators essentially breathe for the patient.
Right, and that's what a lot of them
Intubate
do.
the patient.
Right.
Exactly, because the patient cannot breathe on their own.
Some people can, keep the fight going, and then some kind of lose that fight.
Absolutely.
Wow. Question number 2. Why do some people have symptoms and others don't? Wow.
We can't prove why. All we can say is what we've seen, which is older, sicker people have a more pronounced disease, whereas, sort of younger, healthier people tend not to.
Question number 3. We see that there has been a few patterns. We've heard, of course, the elderly, 65 and up. We've heard about men being more prone to it. And then I've also heard certain blood types. Are there any other trends that we're seeing that we haven't heard about?
Age. So another trend that we've seen is folks who have what we call comorbidities, diabetes, hypertension. You have a BMI, body mass index, over 40. That has an independent sort of like correlation or tie to having a worse outcome. As far as I know, there is no evidence-based research in terms of like a certain blood type being more correlated with worsened disease or anything like that. It's mostly age and comorbidity.
Okay. Question number 4. Towards the end of 2019, we've seen lots of cases of a harsh flu. Even some people were saying they didn't even know if it was the flu. Was that considered COVID-19 because they didn't really know what COVID-19 was just yet?
May possibly have been
COVID. Right.
But we weren't looking for it.
Question number 5. Do you think everyone should get tested as of now?
As of now, no. If you have been in contact with a known positive coronavirus person, who have been, if you're around someone who is, coughing, sneezing, looks kind of ill, usually when people have a fever, they have a kind of look to their eyes, like they look kind of like this. I know it. Trust me, I did a whole intern year.
You can tell, when someone's just not.
You know when someone's looking a little sick.
Right.
When I say in contact, I mean within 6 feet for 10 minutes duration or longer. But then you start experiencing fever. If you are coughing at all, I would get tested. If you have trouble breathing, of course, I would get tested.
Right.
Now, the nuance thing, and the last thing I want to say, if you have isolated nausea, when you feel kind of nauseous and you're vomiting, but no other symptoms, no fever, no cough, no trouble breathing, get tested. Because we're seeing a lot of folks who have isolated GI symptoms, nothing else, COVID positive.
Question number 6. Does the flu shot help you or give you immunity for COVID-19?
No, and we wish it did. Right? Because then we would be all good. We would be out this past weekend. We probably would have been at brunch. We would have been hanging out, But it doesn't, unfortunately.
What are some ways people can build their immune system and keep their respiratory system strong?
We've never had coronavirus before. And it's so smart. I kind of alluded to this at the beginning. It's so smart. It's evolved to the way that it can evade a lot of the immune system to get where it needs to go. to affect its most terrible damage.
So it's just very tricky.
I don't want to caution you away from vitamin C. I don't want to caution you away from that. But there's not much evidence, you know.
Question number 8. So we're seeing these cloth masks. I believe our mayor said that he would prefer us to wear these cloth masks. I've seen the Sergeant General who created the mask online. Are these cloth masks, are they actually helping? And
yes.
Well, we should wear them? Okay.
So here's the deal on cloth masks. It's not like, oh, I got a mask on, I can go hug up on strangers.
Right.
Oh, I got a mask on, I can go touch everything at Target.
Right.
I go to Target and Walmart. I love to touch everything, and I'm touching my face and doing all of this stuff. No, because the only thing proven is not touching your face, 6 feet away, and hand washing. Those 3 things. Masks are a supplement. They were then, they still are now.
Right. Number 9, how do we help a sick family member if they contract COVID-19? That's really one of the scariest things that I've just, I'm constantly thinking about.
Answer to your question is distancing. And I hate that, right? One thing you want to do is just go and hug them. The one thing you want to do is just come and say it'll be okay, be close to them. But the best thing to do for them and for you is to maintain your physical distance. And that's the thing that challenges our humanity, challenges everything we knew.
Right.
And I think that overall we'll grow as human beings to be able to get through this, but it's hard.
If it's food in front of the door, like really just
so if you live with them,
so
if you live with them, absolutely. I would be with my mat, with my cloth face covering. I would be 6 feet away. I would make sure I'm practicing good hand hygiene. And you could even watch a Netflix show with them. It's fine, but you just can't hug them. You just can't. You can't do that until, if they're positive, you want to wait until they sort of self-quarantine for that, that 14 days if they're just, newly positive.
Our last question, this is a conspiracy question. I've been hearing about 5G network causing COVID-19. So if you want to just quickly let us know anything about 5G network, or if you feel or believe that it is connected, you can let us know.
So there's nothing I have read or heard about 5G network causing any symptomatology related to coronavirus or coronavirus itself.
I love you all for tuning in. Dr. Ezineh, you are amazing. You guys, I'm going to post this on my Instagram, and you guys can click on Dr. Ezineh, follow her, and see what she's up to. I'm sure she's going to start dropping some more information for us pretty soon, so stay tuned. Thank you guys for tuning into Inspire Africa LA. I'm your host, Olivia Ejiofor, and stay tuned for more episodes.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Dr. Ezineh.
Bye now.
If you would love to be a guest on our show, send us a message at www.inspireafricala.com or send us a message on our Instagram page. We would love to have you as a guest, because you never know who you're inspiring.